Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at a game called Behind. I actually have two versions of Behind and Behind Purple. These games designed by Cedric Millet, and they are basically the same thing. They're kind of in the escape room category. What these games are is they're puzzles. And you have a bunch of tiles, and you're going to make a puzzle and then see if you've done it correctly. Let me show you. So each of these boxes has 3 cases in it. It comes with rules. But what it has here is it has 3 different sections. And when you open each section, you get some cards. These cards are clues. And then you get a pile of tiles. Now, you're going to be taking these tiles. The tiles have 2 sides. One side is a very large picture side. The other side is the puzzle that you are figuring out. This particular one is a comic strip, so you're trying to put the different comics in order. And once you do that, you've completed it. The one above it is a big, basically, board at a police station trying to figure out who committed a crime. And Imhotep is solving some Egyptian puzzle. Then the other 3, this one you're making a machine, a Rube Goldberg machine. This one you're making a storyline that shows a meal being made. And this notebook you're creating a child's homework assignment / notebook. Each of these, if you run into problems, you will turn over these hint cards and they'll give you some hints as to what you should do. Once you feel like you've solved the puzzle, you will then turn over all the hint cards to make sure they're correct. Then you'll take every tile and you'll flip it over and see if it creates a picture. If it creates a picture, then you've won. If not, then you see where the mistakes you are. So it shows you here that the game ends. You flip everything over. It's a little tricky to show you more than that. This is on the back of the box. It shows you a little one here, like figure out how the tiles go together, then flip them, then it makes a picture. And that is essentially how each of these works. I really love these. I think these are a ton of fun. I think some are better than the others. I'll rank each of the ones inside here. My least favorite is probably the Egyptian puzzle. And then number 5 would be maybe the Notebook. But the Notebook was definitely, in my opinion, the hardest of all of them. Then after that, number 4 would probably be the Heist, the original one. Then number 3, the Infernal Machine. Number 2, the Meal. And my favorite was the one I showed you a little bit of, the comic, The Professor. But even though I'm ranking them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I like them all. And honestly, if you see the numbers of the rankings, like my favorite, and then 2 of the other ones are in the same box. So which one you get either one of these boxes. These are a lot of fun. Now, how many players do they work for? So on the side of the box, it just says 1+. And it also says they're 45 minutes to 90 minutes per scene. I would say the 45 minutes to 90 is pretty accurate. These are games where you sit there and you spread everything out. The very first one I played by myself. I sat there and I solved it and I said, wow, that was interesting. And then I played one with my family. And then I played the one by myself I gave to my kids and said, see if you can solve this. And then they solved it together. There's a lot of fun things on these, but they're trickier than they might be. You might find 2 things that go together. Half a picture here, half a picture there. And that's only the beginning. Or sometimes you have things that go together, but 2 other halves that go together. Well, which half goes with which? Well, you're using logic and reasoning. In the crime scene, you need to solve the crime to some degree to figure out where thing goes. In the comics, almost all of them match the top one, but you need to figure out the storyline of the comic. In the Notebook, you're following the instructions his teacher has given him to figure out where the different parts of this goes. Each of these has a certain number of tiles. The Heist, the lowest is the Infernal Machine with only 42 tiles. The Heist is 56, the Professor 54, and then Imhotep, the Egyptian one, has 70, and then the ones in here, the purple ones, the Meal's 81 tiles, the Notebook is 87 tiles. They take a while. And I've yet to get one done perfectly, actually. There's always been a couple times we flip it over and like, wait a minute, this part of the picture's messed up. We turn it over and go, oh, we made a mistake here. but I really like these. They are replayable with other people, which means you're going to remember how it goes together. But you can, when you're finished with this, pass it off to someone else. There's no destruction of property involved here. They're also very compact. These boxes are completely full, and each one has 3 cases in it. This is a really neat concept, like I said. I find it to be fun. I think it's going to appeal to people who like jigsaw puzzles, of which I am not one, but it's also going to appeal to people who like logic, of which I am one. And so for me and my wife, this is a great combo. She likes puzzles. I like logic. We like putting these together. My kids like both. And so this concept of working there and figuring everything out just works fabulously. So definitely check these out. I'm giving these an 8.5 out of 10. I'm not really recommending one over the other. Pick the one where the scenarios sound more interesting to you, but definitely check out Behind. I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.